Discover the best in local business news with a subscription to the IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. For a limited time, try us out for just $1 a week for 8 weeks. Claim this limited time offer now at ibj.com/trial offer.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Thursday, May 7th, 2026. I'm Gary Dick. Governor Mike Braun says the new Keep In initiative will provide small business owners with resources and support as they look to the future. The initiative is being led by the Office of Entrepreneurship and Innovation with the goal of preserving local jobs and locally based businesses by reducing business closures and supporting smoother ownership transitions.
What we're trying to do is create some type of clearinghouse, some type of ability when you've got so many businesses that are there that might just need a little bit of injection of this or that, and you've got a going entity. And we all know the stats, if you start from scratch, it's a high fatality rate because 90% don't make it through 10 years. And once you hit 10 years, you better have something that's going to then take you to the next 20 or 30.
Amnovis, a contract manufacturing organization headquartered in Belgium, has announced plans to establish U.S. operations in the Kosciusko County town of North Webster. The company is currently equipping a leased facility that it says will mirror its manufacturing operations in Europe. Amnovis is not disclosing financial investment in the expansion. Terre Haute community leaders have launched a new committee to host thousands of visitors for the 2026 NCAA Division I men's and women's cross-country championships. Officials expect about 9,000 visitors. The event is projected to generate between $2.3 and $3 million in economic impact for Vigo County, along with an estimated 4,300 hotel stays and more than 1,300 dining visits. You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Indiana, start your engines. Join us from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for our Emmy Award-winning Business at the Brickyard, presented by LiUNA. All month long, we'll bring you exclusive interviews, features, and a behind-the-scenes look at how the business of motorsports and racing drive the Indiana economy. Business at the Brickyard. It's front row access you won't want to miss. Indianapolis-based ag giant Corteva, which is preparing to separate into two independent public companies by the end of the year, says it expects to decide by the end of this quarter where those companies will be based.
During a conference call to discuss its first quarter financial results on Wednesday, CEO Chuck Magro said the company still has decisions to make as to where it is going to base its operations. In October, Corteva's board of directors unanimously approved a plan to separate the company into two independent publicly traded businesses. The crop protection business will operate as what the company is calling New Corteva, while the seed business will operate as Vylor, a name that Corteva announced earlier this week. Corteva executives said on the call that the company continues to work on the broader organizational structure for both New Corteva and Vylor, including both financial and staffing structures. About 2,000 of Corteva's 22,000 plus employees are based in Indiana, including about 1,500 at its Zionsville Road headquarters on the northwest side of Indianapolis. Magro said Corteva intends to announce the full boards of directors for both New Corteva and Vylor, as well as the capital structures for both companies in the second half of the year. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Forbes is out with its 2026 list of the world's best banks, and 3 Indiana-based institutions are included. The list is based on surveys of more than 54,000 people across 34 countries. The Indiana banks on this year's list are Maryville-based Centier Bank, Michigan City's Horizon Bank, and First Merchants Bank in Muncie. And you can see the complete list at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
Stay ahead with Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand, your go-to source for the latest business news across the Hoosier State. Join hosts Gary Dick and Alex Brown every weekday morning and afternoon for concise updates on Indiana's top business stories. Subscribe now on your favorite podcast app or listen at ibjpodcasts.com.
Your commute just got smarter. Turn drive time into growth time. The IBJ Media Podcast Network gives you front row access to leaders shaping Indiana's economy, culture, and future. No filler, just smart, relevant, local storytelling you won't get anywhere else. Find all of our shows by searching IBJ Media in your podcast app or visit ibjpodcasts.com.